Yo, top of the morning to you people. Welcome to the Morning Night Live. It's Valentine's Day. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love tonight? I don't know the words, but if I just sing like an idiot, this one's for the birds. Yes, hello, good morning. I have no idea what I'm gonna do today. I kind of just thrown it together. We'll just wing it today. Maybe I'll add a little call in at the end of this for anyone who has a microphone handy, and we'll just have some fun today. Cause everything's gonna be kind of random. Got some bookmarks I haven't really hit for the rest of the week. Maybe we'll hit some of those. Check out anything new coming up on Twitter. But hey, that's whoops. Now I can't even hear anything because I pulled my microphone out or my headphones out. Hey, I know, I got an idea. This is a great time to play the intro. Beep. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way, but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, PDawg Knight. All right, let's stop the music. Hey, you know what? You know what I didn't do when I was setting this up this morning? I didn't even pick music to do today. And I was going to do, we were going to try to do Funky Friday or something like that. But you know what? Today is a day of love. Love. It's all around us. Okay, something like that. But anyway, let me see if I can find some decent, just something romantic. Something that makes you go, oh, that sounds so pretty. What do we need? What's a good day? What's a good type of a genre for Valentine's Day? Hang on a second. Let me mute this so I don't blow your ears out. Hang on. Let's go for something a little bit romantic, a little loving. Oh, this is perfect. I found the perfect song. I really did. This is, we're going for romantic today, okay? Okay, let me unmute this real quick. And I think that's it. Absolutely. Do you feel the love? Do you feel the love in this? Oh man, it's so romantic. And it's a little loud, so there, let's try that. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, PDawg Knight. And it's Valentine's Day. Jeez, I gotta turn that up, down in my ears. Is that really loud? So, there we go. That might work a little better. Now there we go. It's romantic. Yes, in Chicago we celebrate the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, says Chicago Mike. You know what? You know what's cool about that? If you ever go to Vegas, anyone here in the chat or who's listening right now, if you go to Las Vegas, there is in Las Vegas what is known as the Mob Museum. Okay, the Mob Museum. It's a museum, basically, that features different things from the era of gangsters, the mobs, the Chicago mob, the guys who started Vegas, all the old gangsters of all old, and the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. There's a wall. They have a section of the wall where the bullets were hitting during the St. Valentine's Day Massacre in the Mob Museum in Las Vegas. You gotta check it out if you're ever in Las Vegas. It's actually very interesting. My wife and I lady boomer that would be. We spent quite a long time in the Mob Museum, and that was really cool. Also, if you go to New Orleans, now this has nothing to do with Valentine's Day. In New Orleans, the National World War II Museum, the museum that Tom Hanks was instrumental in putting together, that's another really cool museum. And we literally spent 2 days in that one. So obviously, when we travel, we tend to find one good museum to go to, and definitely the one in Las Vegas. That's a really cool one. Let's say good morning to everybody. Like I said, I'm kind of winging it today. Oh, by the way, if you have a moment, if you haven't done so already, my friend Irate Alex is streaming right now also. If you have wouldn't mind if you went over there and just said hi from PDawg stream, or if you just went over and wished him well. He's been having some medical issues, and I really would appreciate that. In fact, I'm going to give you the link to do it, because just give him a cheers. In fact, let's do this. Just go over, give him say cheers or whatever you want to say. Something nice, and I'm sure that'll just cheer him up too, because I know a lot of you know who Alex is. He's a good dude. My brother from another mother. But before I get started, I want to say good morning to everybody, like I always do. Who's in the chat? Who's here? People are rolling in pretty fast. Good morning to Richo, who was first and definitely gets the bell. Thank you for being here, my friend from down under. Good morning, Chi-Town Jay, Chicago Mike. Chicago's in the house. Cynical Lindsay, Gunfox61. Hey, you doing, Gunny? Haven't seen you for a while. Good morning, Tyler F. Cynical Lindsay, Green Thunder Demighty, Attack Alpaca, Satanic Cultist. Good morning, Renovatio, D.I. Freighter. Hey, how you doing? My friend from over in Hard Bastard Streams. And let's see, who else am I missing? Prospero. Hey, Prospero. Hi again. I saw you earlier this morning. Good morning, Maddie, House of Geek, or the News Chick, whichever you prefer to call her. And Keenan, hello. More. I'm scrolling. Patrice Ripley, my resident K-pop aficionado. Good morning. Good morning, Becca Farley, the girl with the great eye for the MITAMs hashtag, if you know what I mean. And let's see, Duck Dog, and there's definitely more coming in and out. So two whole mornings in a week. Hey, that's fantastic. I'm glad you're here, Prospero. And okay, here's a quiz. Today I'm wearing this particular hat. Now, if you're from the middle of the country, the heartland, you might know what's significant about my hat. If you know what this hat's about, you can let me know. That tune has a very WWE vibe to it. Yeah, we're definitely good. I might change this Metal Mondays, but I needed to just test this little music stream out. I haven't tried this one yet. You know what? What the hell? I'm gonna, like I said, it's gonna be a different theme every day. But we probably will. Excuse me. We probably will switch back to. Well, this is my Valentine's music. If you just got here, this is the music that I chose. This is the music I chose for Valentine's Day. By the way, tell somebody you love them today, even if it's not necessary. Yes, it is a beer, D.I. Free. There you go, Falstaff beer. Very good. You were first. You get a bell just for that. Yes, it is a beer that was brewed in Omaha, Nebraska. Back in the day. In fact, I wonder if Falstaff still exists. I'm going to check this out. I don't know if they do or not. Falstaff beer. Let's see here. We'll talk about I'm trying to remember what they're. Oh, let's see. The Falstaff Brewing Company was a major American brewery located in St. Louis, Missouri, with roots in the 1838 Lemp Brewery of St. Louis. The company was renamed after the Shakespeare character Sir John Falstaff in 1903. Product peaked in 1965 with 7 million barrels brewed, then dropped 70% the next 10 years. Now, I'm not sure. Let's see. There was a satellite brewery that was in Omaha. Now, when I was in high school, That was the local beer, basically, for us, because there was a Falstaff brewery on the south side of Omaha. And I'm not necessarily going to tell you what the drinking age was, but that was the beer we bought because, you know what? When you got the returnable bottles, you could buy a case for about $6, if I remember right. And it was, it was worth saving the bottles. So there you go. Richo, yes, it's definitely an American beer. It's an American lager. It has a little more flavor though. If you've ever been in the upper Midwest, like the Minnesota area, it's very similar to Grain Belt Premium, which is one that I drink now. For some reason I have this thing about local lagers, but then I think the last beer I had was a half and half at a British pub here in Eagan, Minnesota. So anyway, all right. You meant Shakespeare. Okay. Oh, I love beer. Just don't drink regular. Okay, we heard that one too. And is anybody else new come in? Okay, good. We're good right now. All right. So there's a few things. Let's go into. I got a message yesterday. Oh, by the way, also thank you, Tyler F. RVA. I didn't see RVA in the chat, but I know RVA is here. Good morning, Smarty Bear. I see you here too. Good morning. Thank you, Truckin' Bear, Becca Farley. And everyone else who is retweeting the tweet, or if you haven't done so, please share the stream out with your friends and loved ones. It always helps to have people do that sharing for me. Plus, that's the reason we've grown. Richard, in my state, we get 10 cents per bottle you return. Yeah, there are some states where you do that, like in Michigan and Iowa. I know you have a bottle deposit or a can deposit every time you buy any type of beer, liquor, wine, pop, anything. Pop soda, for those of you who don't know what pop is. They have what they call you put a deposit on all the cans and bottles, and then you return the cans and bottles back to the store, and they give you the deposit back. Kind of forced recycling. Or, what happens is, if there are people who don't recycle their cans and bottles, there's a lot of people who go through garbage cans and pick up bottles and cans off the street to return those bottles for money. So, it does keep these streets clean. Let's see. Falstaff was discontinued in 2005. Yeah, see, it's been a while. I didn't know they'd finally discontinued it. It says it's owned by the Pabst Brewing Company. I did not know that they were completely done. The last time I drank Falstaff, it was in Omaha about 10 years ago. So, or maybe it was a little longer than that. I don't know. Anyway, enough about Falstaff. Let's get into some of the things that are happening. Yesterday we were talking about the state of Virginia and some of the BS that they had been doing in their state legislature. And Truckin' Bear, or no, was it Truckin' Bear or was it no, Pumpkin Trucker, Trucker Matt, excuse me, Trucker Matt sent me a bill that got introduced in the Virginia legislature, and I found this is so. Let's put it this way. So Virginia just passed, I think, in their House and in the Senate, it's going to probably be signed by the governor, what is known as the Popular Vote Initiative, where they are going, instead of having their state give their presidential electors to the candidate who wins their state, their electors, they're going to give to whoever wins the national popular vote. Now, this doesn't go into effect until enough states actually also sign on to this popular vote pact, but they're proposing basically circumventing the Constitution by giving their votes to whoever wins the national popular vote. Now, the irony of ironies, and I mean, we're talking unbelievable ironies, here's another bill that was introduced in the Virginia legislature. This is called SJ 29 from the 2020 session. Constitutional Amendment. Election of the governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general. Summary as introduced. Now listen to this very, very carefully. Constitutional Amendment, first resolution, election of the governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general. Is this music too loud? Is it okay? I'm going to turn this down just a bit. Changes method of election for the governor and by reference the lieutenant governor and attorney general. The candidate receiving the highest number of votes in a majority of each of the congressional districts shall be declared elected. Under current law, the person receiving the highest number of votes statewide is declared elected. Ties in the number of votes in a given congressional district or in the number of congressional districts, one, are determined by a majority vote of the General Assembly. So here's the full text of the bill. Proposing an amendment of Section 2, Article 5 of the Constitution of Virginia relating to the election of governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general. Resolved by the Senate and the House of Delegates concurring, a majority of the members elected to each house agreeing that the following amendment to the Constitution of Virginia be and on the same hereby is proposed and referred to the General Assembly at its first regular session held after the blah 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 blah. This is not the meat of it. Let's go into the meat of it. Section 2, election of the governor. The governor shall be elected by the qualified voters of the Commonwealth at the time and place of choosing members of the General Assembly. Returns of the election shall be transmitted under seal by proper officers to the State Board of Elections, or such other officer or agency as may be designated by law, which shall cause the returns to be opened and the votes to be counted in the manner prescribed by law. The person receiving the highest number of votes in a majority of each of the congressional districts. This is what this says. Here's what it's saying. I read this wrong the first time I read it, and now listen to this. So they just passed something that says they're going to go by the national popular vote and give all their electors, whoever wins the national popular vote. So if a Republican candidate wins the state, but the national popular vote numbers gives it to the Democrat, they're going to give, instead of giving their delegates to the Democrat, they're going to give it to the Republican, so that the Electoral College is moot, okay? However, someone also proposed a bill that in their state, rather than go by popular vote to vote on the governor, they're going to say that each congressional district, they're going to count who wins the most congressional districts to win the governorship. Yes, so they wanted to create a yes, Avocados Diaboli. They wanted to create a state electoral college for their state, but they wanted to basically make the electoral college for the office of the president be moot. Now, here's the thing. So the history on this, it was pre-filed and ordered, printed, offered on January 8th. The Senate referred to Committee on Privileges and Elections, and on January 21st, it was stricken at request of patron and privileges and elections. So basically, they threw this away. But it's freaking hilarious that was, oh my God. It's so bad. By the way, follow me on Twitter. The link's there in the chat. Also, if you want to do super chats or donations, that link is also in the chat, and it's in the description down below. What? Wow. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. All right, I've already sworn today, so that cat's out of the bag. Yeah, isn't that precious? Let's see what else. I got a whole bunch of stuff today. Let's go into my bookmarks. I bookmarked a few things. This is now again. This is gonna be pretty random today. I'm not kind of staying in themes, but I saw this and I just thought it was fucking hilarious. And I think, well, Jarvis DuPont commenting on it is almost as funny as this itself. So here, so the Academy Awards was it Academy Awards that was Sunday, right? And all the actors and actresses were virtue signaling. Well, this, my friends, might be the most precious, most super precious, amazing, stunning, and brave virtue signaling that you will ever see in your life. Good morning, RVA, by the way. This is I saw this, I'm like, what the hell? Hold your loins. Click. Jane Seymour Fonda says at Oscars wearing Pomerado jewelry because it only uses responsible, ethically harvested gold and sustainable diamonds. Ethically harvested gold and sustainable diamonds. Yes, I always thought that diamonds were, they're kind of just, you throw them away when you're done with them. They're just, because you can always get more. And the ethically harvested gold. My goodness, aren't you special, Jane Fonda? Jane Seymour Fonda, aren't you? I feel so much better that you decided to wear ethically harvested gold and sustainable diamonds. Now, Jarvis Dupree, if you're not familiar with Jarvis Dupree is a very close friend of Titania McGrath, whatever, however you say her name. And he says, yes, this is so stunning and brave. It is genuinely unbelievable. Only ethically sourced gemstones for me from now on. Oh my. You know what? I feel better knowing that I support Jane Fonda by watching her show with, who's that other old hag? Who I really like, Lily Tomlin. The show they have is really funny. I mean, it's on, I want to say it's on Netflix, Frankie and Johnny or some shit like that. Really cute show. It's very super liberal whacked out themes, but it's still, it's a funny show just watching those two. But, oh my God, thank God for the sustainable gold. Well, here, some of the comments though, are hilarious. This meat is acceptable to wear fur from animals that have died naturally. This week I have only been eating sustainable foie gras. I thought the same. All my jewelry is going straight to the charity shop, and I'm off down the shops for some ethically grown and bio-friendly organic gemstones. Yes. The planet is saved. There you go. Take that, Greta Thunberg. This is the theme whenever. I just. Oh my God. Okay. Enough of that. Enough of that shit. Moving on. I could. Oh my God. It's just crazy. Let's see. I already did all the Jesse Smollett stuff. Oh, I don't have that many bookmarks that I haven't already done yet. Oh, good God. I've already done all these bookmarks. Okay, I do have some other stories to do. Apparently, Pete Buttigieg. Here's how you officially say his name. You say Booty Edge, like, the guitar player for U2. Booty Edge. Or Boot Edge. Not Booty Edge. That would be Booty. That'd be redundant. Booty Edge. No, it's Boot Edge. Anyway, He was trying to do some pandering in Nevada because now that he's kind of the front runner, and my buddy Wayne Dupree has a pretty funny article about this, and it's called "Hey, No Bueno, Mayor Peach botches his Spanish speech during event in Las Vegas." Mayor Pete is the CIA Obama 2.0 robot, and he's been programmed to pander. Mayor Pete. But unfortunately for Pete, he's having some major malfunctions. During a speaking event in Las Vegas, Wall Street Pete, as he's being called by the Bernie bros, tried to pander to Hispanics by speaking Spanish. But the words just wouldn't come out the right way. Okay? Mayor Pete struggled and stumbled, and then just gave up and spoke English. Better luck to next pander, Mayor Cheat. That's another name he got. Mayor Cheat from Iowa. Mr. Dags, where you been, man? How you doing? Good morning. I see RVA now in the chat too. Also, someone else just showed up that I needed to say hello to. That would be, who am I thinking here? Somebody else. Oh, I've got to scroll down. Midnight in Exile. How you doing? Good morning. So here's Pete trying to speak Spanish to the crowd in Las Vegas. You're in Mayor Pete. Come on, dude. I know there's a lot of people of the Hispanic Brotherhood that are in the Southwest and West United States, but I think you can pretty much speak English at a campaign stop. But let's listen to Mayor Pete try to speak some Spanish here.
So much for the chance to join you. Gracias por invitarnos para hablar this evening, and I bring greetings from South Bend.
Oh, you couldn't do it. Let's try that again, Pete. Here we go. Come on, play. Stop that little circle thingy. Come on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's try it again. Okay, here we go. Here's Mayor Pete.
So much for the chance to join you. Gracias por invitarnos para...
Oh, God. I hate it when I do that. Anyway, Pete's Spanish wasn't working. He had a malfunction. He went full Mark Zuckerberg there for a second and just had a little malfunction.
So much for the chance to join you. Gracias por invitarnos para hablar this evening.
Whoops.
And I bring greetings from South Bend.
Muchos. Yes, Mr. Dags. He said, "Muchos nachos el presidente. Ole." Congratulations, Mayor Pete. Your pandering sucks.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
All right, moving on. I'm just going to have fun today, guys. I'm just going to have fun today. I'm just going to. Yeah, pander to me, speak Russian, bot, darling. All right. Okay, here, so Bernie Sanders has been tweeting a little bit about his healthcare thing. And here's so Bernie tweeted this out the other day. He says, "Remember our crazy idea for universal health care? Remember, our crazy idea for universal health care is a reality in," and he lists these countries: Australia, Austria, Belgium, Canada, Chile, Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Israel, Italy, Japan, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Poland, Portugal, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Turkey, and the UK. By the way, good morning, Dragon Balls, Vegeta, okay, and Lurking Gopher, how you doing? Man, I'm getting some of the names that I don't see as often, and I really like doing that. Welcome back, everybody who are here today, and share this stream out. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell. You know, the bell that makes you get notifications, or just follow me on Twitter. That's right there in the chat. It says it there. Let's see. It says, let's share this stream. Okay, that's a share. Well, somewhere in the chat it'll say where my Twitter is. You can right-click that and make sure you follow me on Twitter too. Then this guy, Ramesh Panuro, says this is not a list of countries with single-payer and no out-of-pocket payments, because most of those countries have, a lot of those countries basically have forced insurance, kind of like Obamacare. They're not just everything's free and because we're going to give it to you for free. or they're also, some of them are super high tax countries, and so there's a difference. I mean, and if you're listening to what Irate Alex is going through, my friend Bear, I don't know. The fact that he's having to wait a couple weeks to get an MRI kind of puzzles me. That just at least where I live, that's unheard of. You can sometimes you can get an MRI the same damn day here, because every hospital, half the clinics, some of the specialty clinics all have MRI machines. We have more MRI machines here in the Twin Cities than the entire country of Canada. So, you don't have to wait for an MRI for 2 weeks. But, and so it's just one of those things. But anyway, Ramesh wrote an article here, foreign healthcare systems. Sorry, my tongue didn't work there for a second. Don't make the case for Sanders care. Senator Bernie Sanders often claims that other countries' experience in healthcare shows that his Medicare for All plan makes sense. He's at it again today by tweeting, "Remember our crazy idea of universal healthcare is a reality in a long list of countries." The thing is, most of the people who think Sanders' plan is crazy do not think it's crazy because it's impossible to have universal health coverage. They think his plan is extremely unrealistic and cannot live up to the promises that Sanders makes. So, for example, almost none of the countries Sanders mentions has a single-payer system, which is what he wants, nor do they eliminate copays, deductibles, and premiums. Sanders points to the fact that other countries have higher coverage and lower costs than we do to show that his system will keep costs under control, but abjuring one of the methods other countries use to keep costs under control. Single-payer systems also tend to have bigger problems with wait times, Irate Alex, than other universal coverage systems. So it's a sleight of hand to suggest, as some defenders of single-payer do, see the previous link, that Sanders' plan won't lead to such problems because other countries run on different lines, don't have them. Also, none of those countries started with the health system that is as large, developed, and costly as ours, and then tried to socialize it. They didn't run into the political economy problem of dealing with well-paid doctors and powerful hospitals, a problem that single-payer enthusiasts have not figured out how to solve. Can you extend coverage to more people, make coverage more generous for nearly everyone who already has it, and keep total costs on par with what we already have, what we already spend? Not without draconian cuts to providers that the advocates don't want to defend, and that partly for that reason are exceedingly unlikely to happen. So a lot of these countries I've been listening, and you're still paying premiums. Like in Germany, I think it is. Someone was telling me that you still pay premiums, but it's required by the government. It's kind of like, I don't know. You're not going to have anything for free. So let's put it that way. And all the things that Bernie wants to give you for free, holy shit. Free just means we're going to take money from you, and then after all the costs of all the people who have to manage the money to go wherever you're trying to get it to go, then they're going to give less of it back to you in supposed services. Or we're going to give it to somebody else because, hey, my kid's going to be a plumber. He's not going to go to college, but we're going to take your money and go pay for some other kid's college. That'd be a no for me. Just saying. All right. Also, the other day we talked about this. Let's see if I can fit this on the page. Does it fit on the page? Yes, it does. Good. All right. So remember where I was talking to you about how the Trump administration was ending or freezing the global entry program for the state of New York, because the state of New York is now decided that they're going to give driver's license to illegal aliens, not having a distinct driver's license. So the global entry program is when people can go into, be able to take less time going through TSA, through when they're traveling internationally, right? Well, the Trump administration is going to freeze it because now the IDs that people are going to be using are going to include illegal aliens. And probably shouldn't, since you haven't vetted those illegal aliens, right? So now Andrew Cuomo, the governor, and President Trump are supposed to be meeting about that situation. So here's an article from Politico. Cuomo says he and Trump still working toward a deal on global entry freeze. The two rivals met at the White House on Thursday, but have yet to reach compromise. It's funny because I'm looking at this little clip right here. You can see this. It says, Cuomo applies public pressure on Trump ahead of something. I don't know what that means. I don't know how much pressure Cuomo can put on Trump. Who knows? Anyway, President Donald Trump and Governor Andrew Cuomo plan to continue discussions next week after meeting in the White House on Thursday to discuss the administration's move to block New Yorkers from programs that allow travelers to avoid long security lines. Wrapped up my meeting with the president, I restated my initial solution. New York is willing to provide DMV records for New Yorkers applying to TPP. He's open to working with us, and we'll continue the conversation in the coming week, Cuomo tweeted Thursday night. The acting Homeland Security Secretary, Chad Wolf, had a similar response to the meeting, dubbing the encounter productive. So look at that. Look at that. Donald Trump and Andrew Cuomo, absolutely rivals, are negotiating. Gosh, I thought y'all thought Trump was unreasonable, would never talk to anybody and whatnot, and blah 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 blah. Even though he made a Fredo joke in his tweet about this. Anyway, today I joined President Trump and Governor Cuomo for a productive meeting, Wolf said in a statement. The relationship between New York State and the federal government is very important, but has been made difficult by unilateral actions of New York State regarding the sharing of critical security information with the Department of Homeland Security. New York is the only state that restricts CBP access to their data across the board for law enforcement, customs, trade, and travel facilitation purposes. Despite that, we will continue discussions with the state of New York to find a mutually agreeable solution. So yeah, New York decided, that they're going to block anything that the president does, and they're going to block anything by the Border Patrol, and they're going to be a sanctuary. They have a sanctuary city here and there, and they're going to give illegal aliens driver's license. Anyway, in fairness, Minneapolis is a premier city for medical care. Outlying areas have very limited resources. You're lucky it's in your backyard. That is true. Okay, that's going back to the other article, D.I. Freighter. Thank you. That is true. That is true. But the same thing is in most of the cities in the United States. So I go to Omaha, and they have many MRI places where you can get an MRI. Now, maybe it's just Minneapolis and Omaha. I don't know. I know that a lot of the mid-sized towns at least have one or two MRI machines versus now I don't know if it's still the same in Canada, but there was a point in time 10, 15 years ago when there were only 9, I think they said 9 MRI machines in the entire country of Canada. Now, granted, there's 26 million people, or is it? I always get this mixed up. Is it Canada's 25 million or 60 million? Canadians, tell me how many people you got in your country. But you would think, like in some major metropolitan areas in Canada, you'd think they would have more. But I don't know. And then there's the fact that Alex is in the UK. You would think that the UK, modern society, very modern, but he can't get an MRI done for 2 weeks. I don't know. I don't get it. And maybe, here's the thing. I grant you that I am spoiled as an American who lives where I live, that if I need something, I can usually get it pretty quick, and I have great health insurance through my job, and I kind of like it that way. Now, does everybody have that access? Not necessarily. If you live in a rural place, it's probably harder. You might have to travel farther. So I know that it's a very complex. It's a complex issue. I know that. The Democrats' healthcare is everyone has the right to know what is wrong with them, but not to get treatment for. Okay. By the way, good morning, Seamus Derby. Midnight. I said Midnight XL already. couple other people came in. Okay, we're good. Anyway, so here's the line that I was curious about. Cuomo on Thursday applied public pressure on Trump hours ahead of their meeting, calling the administration's actions gratuitous and retaliatory, and said he was prepared to offer compromises in his sit-down with the president. Really? That's by calling it gratuitous and retaliatory? That's applying pressure to Trump? Now remember, my catchphrase when it comes to President Trump: Donald Trump is a jackass. That's not a bad thing. That's just true. And I don't think that puts any pressure on Trump. Okay? I think the idea that they need to figure out how they're going to be able to vet people entering and exiting the country using driver's license from New York, when you know that a portion of driver's license from New York are going to include I was not going to say the word. Undocumented immigrants, illegal aliens. It causes a problem. And so, that I'm pretty sure there's other states that's going to affect soon, as some of these states decide that they're going to give driver's license to undocumented immigrants, illegal aliens. So, it's what it is. So, So anyway, Trump also said something about, what did he say here? Cuomo said that if Trump reversed the move to block New York residents from global entry and other programs, he would offer federal immigration agencies access to some driving records from the State Department of Motor Vehicles database. I'm cooperating. Will you now stop doing what you're doing, which is gratuitous and retaliatory? Retaliatory against what? You know what? It's called Homeland Security. I don't know. I believe they're going to say no because there's a memo leaked from the Department of Homeland Security, which they agree is a memo from the agency, which says we need to punish these states. This is what happens when an administration believes they're above the law.
Wow.
Wait a minute. I have to read that again just to believe what I just read. He said they're going to say no because the memo leaked from the Department of Homeland Security, which they agree is a memo from the agency, which says we need to punish these states. This is what happens when an administration believes they are above the law? Excuse me, Professor Cuomo.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
Do you realize that when you give driver's license to illegal aliens, do you realize when you have sanctuary cities for people who are in the country against federal law, that you might just believe that you are above the law? Really? Did not think of that when you decided to say that? Trump weighed in hours before their meeting, posting on Twitter that Cuomo must understand that national security far exceeds politics. New York must stop all of its unnecessary lawsuits and harassments, start cleaning itself up, and lowering taxes. Build relationships but don't bring Fredo. That would be Andrew's brother Chris. CNN anchor Chris Cuomo, referring to the governor's brother, CNN anchor Chris Cuomo, as Fredo. Anyway, that's I just. Anyway, the state of New York responded to the global entry freeze with a lawsuit. That's what he was talking about. A lot of people were saying, because New York, the Attorney General of New York has been especially, gratuitous in her desire to investigate Donald Trump, his businesses, and they're trying to ruin Trump. I mean, that's her goal. But that's not the lawsuit he was talking about. He was talking about the state of New York responded to the global entry freeze with a lawsuit claiming the administration intended to punish the state for the immigration-related law. Well, and what's the problem with punishing a state for that? I don't know. The federal government and punishing a state for breaking federal law, I think that's appropriate. Anyway, during his TV appearance, Cuomo didn't strike a purely conciliatory tone towards Trump, with whom he has long feuded. I wanted to make sure the president knows that his Department of Homeland Security is extorting other governments. You know what? You're breaking the law, Andrew. The state has voted to break federal law. Don't you get it? It's just stupid. Anyway, moving on. Good morning, Hammer, aka MC.
Hammer time.
And thank you, Cryptid, for the $2 super chat via Streamlabs in the link down below or somewhere there in the chat. By the way, this show is sponsored by viewers like you. Support the show with your donations and have your super chats read live on the show. Click there in the chat. Just scroll up a little bit. It's there, I promise. Thank you, Cryptid, with the $2. The law? I am the law. Thank you, Cryptic. I appreciate the $2 donation. Thank you so much. Good morning, Grill and Pirate Pete. Let's see. Grill and Pirate Pete says, see, Trump is racist. He called an Italian Fredo. Remember, that is as bad as the N-word, even though we will say Fredo, but won't say the actual N-word. Yes, that was when they started doing that to Fredo. In fact, I still say Fredo, please. Okay, moving on. Let's see what's in some other headlines today. I haven't really gotten into the headlines, but by the way, if you are getting here late, yes, it is Valentine's Day. Please show PDawg some love today. No, just kidding. You know what? Do something nice for your loved one if this is your day. My Lady Boomer and I do not celebrate Valentine's Day because our actual wedding anniversary is a week from tomorrow. So we've since we've been married, it'll be our 27th anniversary next weekend, and we're going to, I don't know what we're going to do, but we generally don't celebrate Valentine's Day because they're basically 8 days apart. So we opt for our anniversary, making that more important anyway. But for you, please, if you enjoy, do something special with your special one today. And if you don't have a special one, I don't know, go out and drink heartily. Find a special one. I don't know. Or don't find a special one and be happy in your personal existence. Okay, I don't know what that means. All right, let's check a couple headlines. So yesterday, William Barr, the Attorney General, okay, here's what's happened. So the Attorney General is getting some flack because the president tweeted something about Roger Stone's sentencing. And that whole sentencing thing, so remember we talked yesterday a little bit about how Roger Stone's sentencing seemed to be a little out of touch with really the reality of what he did. And of course, it's the Mueller team lawyers who were handling the case. They recommended 7 to 9 years for Roger Stone. The Justice Department thought that was a little excessive, but they kept doing all these enhancements that made it for 7 to 9 years versus like 2 to 3 years. And so the Justice Department, someone in the Justice Department said, yeah, that's a little excessive. We think we're going to have some different guidelines. And then the president decided to tweet, which I wish they would take his phone away sometimes. But he decided to tweet about it, and so now there's a big hubbub saying that, the president influenced Attorney General William Barr to take it easy on his friend and yada, 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 and all these Democrats and media, I know that's redundant, but are saying that, this could be an impeachable offense. Eric Swalwell was out there yesterday saying, we could impeach him again and yada, blah, 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 blah. And everyone's thinking it's outrageous. Even though the initial idea that giving Roger Stone up to 9 years in prison for, well, I mean, yeah, maybe should be guilty, maybe should be in prison, but 9 years, that's really excessive. Let's just put it that way. The guidelines actually say 2 to 3 years, and then they added all these enhancements. They kept adding shit that they would add to, like, you know, drug dealers or people who are. Oh, Randy Monkey just went live. Okay, that's cool. If you want to do a dog pound raid and Randy Monkey, we can do that too. In fact, here, I'll even put the link in the stream. Is Alex still going or no? Are we all going at the same time? You know, the Monkey Network needs to get on top of it. Oh, I see. Alex is actually done. Monkey's on. Here, let's do. You can do a monkey raid. I'm cool with that. Here, if you want to do a monkey raid and just whatever, but please come back because Monkey's on my time right now. Actually, I don't care. He and I are good friends. It's all good. All right. Anyway, so that's the whole gist. So, a couple people have weighed in on this, and Democrats are talking about impeaching Bill Barr now. Holy shit! Oh, and Trump talked back to Kelly. All right, let's just get into a few articles real quick. A little politics for you today. That's kind of, we do a lot of that on the Morning Night Live, and we'll do that today too. So President Trump apparently not bothered by the Attorney General Barr's rebuke of the Roger Stone tweets. President Donald Trump wasn't bothered, quote unquote, by Attorney General Bill Barr's rebuke of his tweets, calling for a lighter sentence for his longtime associate Roger Stone, according to White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham. Barr said in an interview Thursday with ABC that it was time to stop tweeting about Department of Justice criminal cases. I agree with that. President Trump, you're causing troubles that are unnecessary. Good morning, Neckersall Collins, Johnny Hellcat, and I think I got everybody. Kessler, how you doing? And okay, moving on. Barr had said in an interview that, it was time to stop tweeting about the Department of Justice criminal cases, and that such tweets made his job impossible. The response was widely seen as a rebuke of Trump's tweet about Stone's cases. Unless you're on Twitter and the complete set of haters and whatever are still want Barr to be now some are talking about having Barr impeached. Anyway, quote, the president wasn't bothered by the comments at all, and he has the right, just like any American citizen, to publicly offer his opinions. President Trump uses social media very effectively to fight for the American people against injustices in our country, including fake news. The president has full faith and confidence in Attorney General Barr to do his job and uphold the law, Grisham said in a statement. I think so they're repeating themselves. I think it's time to stop tweeting about Department of Justice criminal cases, Barr told ABC News' Pierre Thomas in an interview. I have a problem with some of the tweets. As I said in my confirmation hearing, I think the essential role of the Attorney General is to keep law enforcement, the criminal process sacrosanct, to make sure there's no political interference in it. And I have done that and will continue to do so. Of course, there's plenty of Democrats who don't agree with that. Anyway, the DOJ sent a new lighter sentencing recommendation for Stone Tuesday, arguing the initial recommendation was excessive. We talked about that quite a bit. Or people have been talking about it. I don't know if I did so much, but anyway. But let's see, GOP Representative Meadows on Roger Stone. I stand by Barr, Trump. The right thing to do. That's not a well put together sentence, and let's see what it means. Despite many Democrats calling for Attorney William Barr to resign over the Department of Justice reversal in President Donald Trump's confidant Roger Stone's case, Representative Mark Meadows, Republican North Carolina, on Thursday voiced his support for Barr. Good. This is just some shit that's getting blown out of proportion. And look, this is a recommendation of sentencing that the judge is the only one who decides the actual sentencing. So these four lawyers grandstanding by resigning from the case after they didn't necessarily tell the Justice Department exactly what they were going to do, because apparently they decided that they told the Justice Department, well, we're going to kind of be in this range, that range. Here's what the guidelines say, but not really being specific, and then coming back and giving them probably the highest end of the sentencing possibilities. The Justice Department was taken aback, and yes, they talked for a week before Donald Trump ever tweeted about it, about these sentencing guidelines. So so as soon as Trump tweets about it, now they're saying, oh, well, Trump had undue influence on the Department of Justice. It's all going to come out because Attorney General William Barr is going to testify before Congress at the end of March about this very subject. So great. But in the end of the day, it's the judge who decides the sentencing. Now, the judge there in front of him isn't very, let's just say not very Trump friendly. That's kind of a understatement, because she's had a lot of the cases regarding these Trump underlings, or whatever that you want to call them, Trump associates, okay? And she hasn't been exactly kind, but that doesn't even matter. The judge, this is not changing the sentencing. This is just changing what the government's going to recommend in that case. There's a good chance, and Trump kind of hinted at it, that he might pardon Roger Stone anyway. Now, that is going to piss people off, but that's the President of the United States prerogative. So there. Blow it out your butthole. Thank you. Good morning, Green Badger Outdoors, and Johnny Hellcat, my very first ever viewer of the Morning Night Live. Okay. This is all about politics, from Jerry Nadler to Elizabeth Warren and in between. But more importantly than that, when we start to look at what they're really calling for, let's look at what actually happened. Meadows told Fox News Channel's American Newsroom. We had FISA abuse. They're not willing to hold a hearing on that. We have really a reauthorization of the FISA process. There's nothing happening here on Capitol Hill. They're sending letters and they're sending out tweets that suggest that Bill Barr, who is an honorable man, who is doing a great job, who ultimately will restore credibility of the DOJ. They're attacking him, and I'm going to stand by him and the president, not because of any political theory, but because it is the right thing to do. Somehow we think that because he's the president of the United States, he shouldn't have an opinion. He's right to have an opinion, and it's all about justice and about the fair treatment of those. Whatever, that didn't make sense anyway. So anyway, that's it. Yes, and yes, for those of you who are getting here late, yes, we are doing metal on this Friday, just because it's the music of love. And today it's Valentine's Day. I thought we'd have some nice romantic music for the stream today. And I think I've succeeded. What do you think? Do you think I've succeeded? It's the first time I've hit the metal channel on this music service I use. It's interesting. It's loud and aggressive, and it's very romantic too. All right. So anyway, as I said, now, and this is from American Greatness, now congressional Democrats think they can get Bill Barr. Oh, get Bill. Music of love. Yes, it is a music of love. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Don't you feel the romance in this music? I don't see how you can't feel it. The Attorney General is scheduled to testify before the House Judiciary Committee. That would be Jerry Nadler's committee. On March 31st, let's hope he can put an end to this partisan witch hunt before the Democrats lead the country into another time-consuming, expensive, and baseless investigation. After their impeachment fiasco miserably failed, Democrats wasted no time creating another alleged impeachable offense. This time, the alleged indiscretion involved Roger Stone, the president's comments regarding his proposed sentence, and Attorney General William Bill Barr's decision to overrule his prosecutors and reduce Stone's sentence. Now, that sentence that this person just wrote, who is this person? Elad Hakim. That sentence is incorrect. Yes, it is incorrect. Because he says the decision to overrule his prosecutors and reduce Stone's sentence. That's not what happened. That is not what happened. I'll put this on the screen, by the way. No. Reducing the recommendation for Stone's sentencing. The Attorney General cannot reduce Stone's sentence. The prosecutors can't reduce Stone's sentence. The Department of Justice cannot reduce Stone's sentence. Only the judge has the power to sentence or determine the length of the sentence of Roger Stone. The only person who can actually reduce the sentence would be the President of the United States, either via commuting the sentence or through a presidential pardon. Nobody who's running there talking right now can reduce the sentence, and the only person who can determine the length of this actual sentence that will come down will be the judge in the case. Clearing that up for you all. Good morning, Cracked. Stone was convicted of witness tampering and lying to Congress in November. These crimes, often called process crimes, occurred during the investigation into alleged collusion between Russia and Donald Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. Federal prosecutors recommended that Stone serve a prison sentence of 7 to 9 years. President Trump did not take kindly to this recommendation, calling it terrible and unfair. Shortly thereafter, the Justice Department announced that the recommended sentence was shocking and that it planned to amend its recommendation to the court and ask for a shorter sentence. That led to all 4 prosecutors to withdraw from the case. Remember, the 4 prosecutors were also on Robert Mueller's team. They were part of the set of, Robert Mueller and a bunch of Democrats, partisan Democrats. These 4 were part of the Mueller 13, so to speak. That led all 4 prosecutors to withdraw from the case. The president subsequently congratulated Barr for the decision to seek a lighter sentence. As the Daily Caller reported, the Justice Department source indicated that the decision to revise Stone's recommended sentence was made before Trump published his tweets. Moreover, a senior Justice Department official told Fox News the department finds 7 to 9 years extreme, excessive, and grossly disproportionate. The sentencing recommendation, notice, not the sentencing, but the sentencing recommendation, not the sentencing, was not what had been briefed to the department. Naturally, some of the left called for Barr's immediate resignation or possible impeachment. Senator Richard Blumenthal indicated that Barr had no choice but to resign.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
And presidential hopeful Elizabeth Warren tweeted. I love how tweets are news now. It is how these people communicate. So anything they say, either in public, in interviews, or in a tweet, is newsworthy. Elizabeth Warren said, Donald Trump can continue his current rampages and vendettas because elected Republicans do nothing. They lack the courage and backbone shown by our 4 career prosecutors who stepped down rather than facilitate the Attorney General's corrupt scheme. Yes, this is a scheme. But we are not powerless. Congress must act immediately to rein in our lawless Attorney General. Fredo, please. Barr should resign or face impeachment, and Congress should use spending power to defund the AG's authority to interfere with anything that affects Trump, his friends, or his elections.
Wow.
Oh, and then she has her own little, I'm the only candidate to propose an independent DOJ task force to investigate crimes by Trump administration officials. What crimes? What fucking crimes are you accusing them of? Giving a different recommendation on a sentence is a crime? In what planet? Holy shit, Elizabeth Warren. Even if he did influence the Justice Department in this case. Do you know who the head of the Justice Department is? The executive branch? Now, if you don't like it, yes, people can vote about it. There's nothing on it. Ugh. Do you think when Bill Clinton met with Loretta Lynch on the tarmac of the airport in Arizona while his wife's case was being investigated and was pending, did you say anything then, Elizabeth Warren? Did you say anything when Hillary Clinton ran for president and you had that information? Did you say anything about the current Attorney General at the time, Loretta Lynch? I bet you didn't say a freaking word. You don't think that was corrupt? You don't think the fact that they didn't prosecute Hillary Clinton for having classified information outside of government secured facilities and on some freaking pedophile's laptop in her assistant's apartment? You know, remember that? Like all the classified information that was on Anthony Weiner's laptop? You know, the same laptop he used to send dick pics to 15-year-olds? Are you... Oh, you guys drive me nuts. You drive me nuts. Abusing power to protect political friends and attack opponents is common in authoritarian regimes like Putin's Russia. Yay! Russia, Russia, Russia. Fuck me. Hello, Necrosol Collins. Hello, Green Badger Outdoors. Hello, Sheargraph. Friends all. And Jedi... Oh, and Jedi Ghost Bear, too. Hi. How you doing? Trump and Barr's conduct has no place in our democracy. To end it, Congress must act, and the American people must hold them accountable in November. Really? How must they act? What's your solution, Elizabeth Warren? Calls for Barr's resignation or impeachment are ludicrous, simply another effort by congressional Democrats to create another scandal or blockbuster story to deflect attention from the Democratic Party's bigger problems. Yes, they do have some problems. Barr is clearly within his rights to ask the court to reduce Stone's sentence. Moreover, President Trump is well within his rights to offer his opinion about the recommended sentence, although it would be probably best if he refrained from doing so. That's true. I would love it if President Trump would put his iPhone down for a minute, or at least not on this kind of stuff. But you know what? As former Congressman Trey Gowdy correctly pointed out, also in a Fox News interview, the notion that Barr should resign is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. If the United States Senate really believes the head of the Department of Justice cannot weigh in on what a proportional sentence is, there are child pornographers, people who rob banks, who do not get 9 years. So let the judge decide. I think 2 or 3 years is about right. Gowdy went on. The president has the power to commute Roger Stone's sentence if he wants to. He has the power to pardon him. He could pardon him right now if he wants to. He could do it by tweet tonight. I mean, he is the head of the executive branch, and people have a chance in November if they want a different one. Of course, this is not the first time Democrats in Congress have gone after Barr. After the Mueller report was released, last year, some Democrats raised the possibility that Barr had broken the law or obstructed justice because of how he handled the report, which is bullshit. It's just straight bullshit. You know what? They say he misrepresented the report when he gave the summary. Really, the part about the part in his summary that said this does not exonerate the president, which was directly from the report. Everything in his summary was from the report. It pretty much summarized the report without giving the details. And they're saying, "Oh, it was deceptive. It's not really what happened." He tried to sugarcoat the report. No, he didn't. The words "did not exonerate" were in his summary, even though it's not the job of the special counsel to exonerate anybody. They're not there to exonerate. They either prosecute or they don't prosecute. And they didn't prosecute. They didn't have any findings that were acceptable to the Democrats. Anyway, enough of that shit. Got me heated, man. Got me heated. And then, is there anything else I want to do? I'll skip John Kelly. But But in relation to this, now that we're finding out that the head juror, one of the head jurors on this case against Roger Stone, apparently not only was a Democratic, ran for Congress as a Democrat, and which is not, now look, that doesn't necessarily make the case that she didn't belong on that jury, but she also had, she asked some questions. I wish I didn't, unfortunately, I didn't bookmark any of this stuff. But she asked some questions that, or she made some tweets, anti-Trump tweets, in her questionnaire for this jury. She said she didn't really know anything about Roger Stone, and yet she had retweeted some negative information about Roger Stone from some other partisans. Honestly, you might be hearing the word mistrial here soon. Now that this information has been exposed, even though the judge, and here's the thing, this is one of the jurors that the defense for Roger Stone tried to get removed from the trial, and the judge ended up blocking it. But now they're finding more of her social media profile that shows that she really was kind of a partisan and kind of was super anti-Trump and kind of did know who Roger Stone was, even though she says she really didn't know much about Roger Stone. Yeah, pretty interesting, right? That's kind of funny. Anyway, all right, guess what, gang? It's that time. It's the time that y'all wait for, and a lot of people tend to leave when I do this, but I'm going to do it anyway because it's what I do on this channel, and some of you rely on this information that I'm about to give you because it is time. Did you cover my PD? Oh, let's see. Let's go into hashtag first. We're going into Twitter. We're doing the Twitter trends, and now I'm going to combine that so that I don't forget on a daily basis. That's also Twitter. It's hashtag time, which is my hashtag. Someone put my hashtag. Well, look at Sheograth. Everyone look at Sheograth's tweet there, or comment, chat there. Did you cover my PDK news? Now, if you put a hashtag in front of that like this, PDK news. Oops, what the hell did I do there? No, I'm not printing anything. Stop this. Oh shit, my chat went away. God dang it. Let's see. Let me find my chat. Where's my chat? There it is. I'm gonna pop it back out. I'm having some technical difficulties, people. Excuse me for 1 second. 5, 4. That's already more than 1 second. Hey, come on, work now. God, going back to top chat. God bless America. All right. Hashtag PDK news. That's the hashtag if you want to send news items or have stuff that you want me to see. That's where you go. And now I'm going to go into PDK news. Oh, I got a couple. Oh, yes, Sheograph. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, this is a heartwarming story, and it's perfect for Valentine's Day. It just makes you think of love. By the way, good morning. Hey, Larry. I've never seen that name. Hey, Larry, are you new? Hey, Larry, subscribe and hit the bell. All right. Yes, this is absolute a love story that Sheograth sent me, and it's perfect for Valentine's Day. Good morning, Check Your Logic. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Thank you, Sheograth. This is a great story, and I think it's a very important story. I know you forgot I had the hashtag because I'm pretty bad about reminding you about it. Yes, Gunfox. We're gonna. Gunfox, I gotta figure out a way to talk to you outside of this so we can work on this Discord thing. I know you were gonna do that for me. We'll talk about that shortly. But anyway, this love story. Talk about pitchers and catchers reporting. Hey, here's the story. It's a love story. It's kind of a self-love story, but we're gonna go through it anyway. Toronto Blue Jays catcher Reese McGuire is arrested for masturbating in his Mercedes SUV while watching porn in a busy Florida Dollar Tree parking lot in broad daylight. Yes, it's a self-love story for Valentine's Day. Toronto Blue Jays catcher Reese McGuire was arrested last week for allegedly masturbating to a hardcore porn video while seated in his car outside of a Dollar Tree in Florida. This is almost a Florida man story, even though he's from Toronto Blue Jays. A witness called the police in Dunedin, Florida on Friday to report that McGuire, 24, was sitting and masturbating in his white Mercedes SUV in the parking lot, according to an incident report provided to the Daily Mail. The team trains in Dunedin. McGuire was charged with misdemeanor exposure of sexual organs. The vehicle had perfectly clear tint and was occupied by a tall white male subject, read the officer's report. As I approached the vehicle, I could clearly observe the male subject was naked from the waist down. Happy Valentine's Day. It won't even scroll now. I think this story broke my computer. The subject's shirt tail was The subject's shirt tail was barely covering his genitals, and his sweatpants were around his ankles. The subject, later identified by his Washington driver's license as Reese Jackson McGuire, saw the sheriff's deputies approaching his vehicle and was hastily trying to pull his pants back up. McGuire was immediately apologetic and did not attempt to deny anything, police said. There is police video. Oh my God, I don't want to see that video. And audio from the incident, but the department spokesman told Daily Mail that it cannot be released until the discovery portion of the court proceeding. So, yes. Naked from the waist down like PDawg. I am not naked from the waist down, and if you want me to prove it, I would be happy to do so in a minute. Okay, now we're straight. Thank you, Shiagrath, for that heartwarming and lovely Valentine's Day story. That is beautiful. Also on the hashtag today, from Pink Hollow the Driving Ape Man. Let's see, let's check this out. This is from Pink Hollow. Thank you, sir. And he says, be sure isn't, but it sure isn't no goat thrapple. Oh, I see. Oh God. Oh my God. HGTV features. Oops, I accidentally clicked. Here, let's go full screen. HGTV features its first ever, get off my screen, thruple on House Hunters. Viewers share praise, express shock. HGTV featured a three-person couple, or thruple, for the first time on House Hunters Wednesday. During the episode titled Three's Not a Crowd in Colorado Springs, partners Brian, Lori, and Angelica, known as Jelly, were moving to Colorado in search of a home with a master bath that can accommodate 3 sinks, according to a description on the HGTV website. The house hunt had an extra layer of difficulty, with only 1 week to satisfy 3 very different personalities. Lori and I got married in 2002, and we have kids, Brian explained in the episode. I understood from day one, even when we were dating, that Lori was bisexual. Yes! 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 Thank you, Jesus. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. And so we evolved to a point where we are comfortable having another woman in our lives. Yeah, I bet you do, Brian. If you know what I mean. Jelly said they met at a bar. See, now there you go. They met the old-fashioned way, just like me and Lady Boomer. They met in a bar. I didn't plan on being in a relationship with a married couple, but it just happened very naturally, organically, Jelly explained. Brian said, though, the 3 partners are not married. They had a commitment ceremony in Aruba. Oh, isn't that special? They're not married, but they have a commitment ceremony. Yes, there they are. Oh, she's kind of hot. Hey, bam. Okay. In a statement provided to USA Today by spokesman Chelsea Ryman, HGTV said, "We feature all home buyers and living choices." The episode elicited reactions from viewers on social media, with some praising the representation for polyamory. Another author Roxanne Gay. You ever seen Roxanne Gay? She's a heifer, man. Praised it as a great episode, educational. This is a couple's kitchen, not a throuple's kitchen. House Hunters making my whole night. User Tawana Brown tweeted, "There's a throuple episode of House Hunters on." User Natalie Weiner shared in a series of tweets, "Literally perfect television." Others expressed shock. "Y'all, there's a throuple on House Hunters right now." Shared with a GIF. Here's the GIF she shared. Play the GIF. Play the GIF. There's a throuple on House Hunters right now, y'all. Another tweet. A user added, "I was legit about to change the channel until I heard throuple. You have my full attention now." Okay, I was done with that. Anyway, so there you go. A throuple on HGTV House Hunters. Isn't that special? Okay, all right, let's move on. Let's get into Twitter trends before I gotta go, which I should have done 10 minutes ago, but we're there. Not go, but start Twitter trends, but now it's gonna be Twitter trends and hashtag time. Green Badger Outdoors, you met your wife in a bar too. Isn't that fantastic? I mean, it's the old-fashioned way, right? Either in church or a bar, one of the two. Let's go into the hashtags. What's in the Explore tab today? Let's see what's on the header. On the header, you know, the header has become really a place to just advertise shit lately. Today, Outlander is on the header today. Apparently, there's going to be a star. Let's see, premieres now on the Stars app. Let's click. I'm curious now. Is this the same? Is that the Outlander, the guy that travels in time? I don't know. The Frasers will do whatever it takes to protect the home and family they've worked so hard to build. Watch the Outlander Season 5 premiere. Season 5? This can't be the same Outlander. Hello, Reese. How you doing? I didn't say hi yet. Good morning, Reese Donald. Is this the same Outlander? I don't think so. Or am I? Yes, travel through time. It is. Outlander's a couple? What the fuck? They're not. Outlander's not supposed to be a couple? Oh my god, there's a throuple on Pornhub right now. Okay, stop. Okay, I watched 5 and 1 through twice. How does one not come down from a roller coaster like that? I should probably go back to reading a book. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I travel through time. That just makes me. Outlander's a person, not a couple. Anyway, all right, so that's the header on Twitter trends. Today, number one trend on Twitter today is Valentine's Day. Aww. But wait a minute. What? Okay, this is weird. So Valentine's Day is trending number 1 on Twitter. But the category, it says, is food. But then the little thing underneath here says arts. This is Banksy's artwork in the west of England, showing this thing here. If you know who Banksy is, he's the guy who does kind of pop art. It just shows up in places and he does weird things. Like, he's the guy who did the one. One of his things, works sold for like $1 million, and it's this frame thing, and as soon as it was sold, the piece of art drops down out of the frame through a paper shredder. So anyway, this is Banksy's artwork in the west of England. The elusive artist has marked Valentine's Day with a piece in the Barton Hill area of Bristol, England. In the past, Banksy has done several artworks in the city. This piece here as a kid with a slingshot, and this up here, I don't get it, but that's Banksy's art's Valentine's Day art. But more on Valentine's Day. Let's see if there's anything good on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day sorted with some soccer players. Don't care. A little Valentine's Day gift for you. After We Collided movie. What? Okay, that's not it. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Aw, puppies. Let's see. Woo, your significant other with these special one-of-a-kind Dangarongpa themed Valentine's Day card. I love you. I love you. Not as much as food, but I do. To and from with a buxom nurse-looking thing with what is that coming out of her mouth? Oh my God, I don't know about that. Looks like okay, I'm just gonna let you decide what's and it's oh my God, it's in her mouth and it's on her. Oh goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Am I seeing that thing? Is that what I'm really seeing? Is it just me? This one, my love for you is no lie. Or is it? Oh my gosh. Let's try the next one. Whatever that says in code. Okay. And then finally, how can you love someone as worthless as me on a day like today? Oh, it's thruple juice? I'm telling you, is it just me? Is it just me? Okay. Oh my God. Oh, more. Just a few Valentine's Day to pass out. Did I say Valentine's Gay? Valentine's Day cards to pass out to your loved ones. Dear Valentine, I can't wait to grow old with you, even though we won't be able to retire. God, that's dear Valentine, I love you as much as Hassan loves talking about government corruption. Oh my goodness. Dear Valentine, I promise to never throw away our love like I throw away my clothes. And finally, dear Valentine, I may not be a billionaire, but you make me feel like $1 billion. Alrighty then. Okay. Is that enough of Valentine's Day, everybody? We know it's Valentine's Day. Still trending #1. People with lots of things. I hope. Oh gosh, I probably should be scared to scroll on this. You never know what's gonna pop up. But it's baby oil. What? Baby oil ain't just for babies. Okay. Steve Harvey Radio. Baby oil is Valentine's Day's secret weapon. Get your bottle of baby oil today and tell Unc we sent you. Say what? Okay, no. I'm sorry. I'm not telling Unc. Trending #2 today is Hopper. The teaser for the new season of Stranger Things includes a big reveal. So if you're a Stranger Things fan, the 4th season of Stranger Things is out on Valentine's Day. #3, Josh Norman is trending. Sports something. Redskins are releasing cornerback Josh Norman. Source says intriguing situation to watch as he now has time to find a new team ahead of free agency. Okay, if you're a Redskins fan, that's either good or bad. I don't know. Friday Vibes is trending #4, and it's the first Friday, so let's do it. Let's do a Friday Vibes one from. Oh, Friday Vibes, Black Guns Matter or No Guns Matter. If you're familiar with Maj Touré, he founded the organization Black Guns Matter, and he is a big Second Amendment promoter of the Second Amendment. He's very good. So here's Maj Touré's thing today. Can we get 50 retweets on this solutionaries? He calls people who are trying to find solutions solutionaries. Historical reasons, self-defense reason, home defense reason, investment reasons, sports reasons, check the fucking government reasons. Whatever your reason, it's your reason. Support Black Guns Matter. Why we own guns. I think this is he's a follow if you're not familiar with Maj Touré, follow him on Twitter. He's a good dude. He ran for city council in Philadelphia and didn't win, but his name is blowing up. I enjoy listening to him talk. All right, what else? Friday Vibes. Happiness can be quite simple. This okay. The tag, happiness can be quite simple. Oh, and he's rolling himself up. Oh my gosh. What a cute little bird. Little bird's having fun. Happiness can be quite simple. That's, you know what? That's a good Friday vibe. Let's move on. I gotta hit this button now. Let's see here. But he's black. Doesn't he know that woke rules? He's not allowed to be for the Second Amendment. Yeah, Maj would just tell anyone who... He's got plenty of good reasons why that's a good... whatever. Tink... The hell's Tink? Tink dropped Hopeless Romantic for Valentine's Day. Is Tink a musical group? Oh, yeah. The Young Goat, official Tink, providing the soundtrack for Valentine's Day. Okay, so I don't always go into the music ones too much, but hey, Reason Vision. We'll move on. Friday Thoughts, we'll skip. Valentine's 2020, that's also more Valentine's stuff. Friday Feelings, Valentine's with Nobody. Uh-oh. Okay, these are the people that are not as happy on Valentine's Day, or perhaps they are. Let's read the hashtag Valentine's with Nobody. Me thinking about all the half-price chocolate on February 15th. Oh, yeah. That's why we have the love music going for this particular thoughts on Valentine's Day. Mood right now, Valentine's with Nobody. I love you, listen. Oh, so sad. So sad. Oh, no. Let's see. To us who are single, happy Valentine's Day. Valentine's with Nobody. Miss T, burn survivor. Good. Oh, man. Good for her, man. You know what? I'm glad she's alive and a happy person or whatever. No, Valentine, your seatbelt will hold you. A little driving humor. Valentine's Day with Nobody. Dear self, want a present? Go buy it yourself. Want flowers? Go buy it yourself. Want messages? Send it to Dear Self. Want a phone call? Send yourself a voice note. Want dinner? Take yourself out. Want money? Go to the ATM. Motherfucker. And there's Mr. Bean. Okay, perfect. Here it is. Mr. Bean, watch this. Here's Mr. Bean showing you how to do Valentine's Day to yourself. Good old Mr. Bean telling you how to do Valentine's Day with Nobody. That's how it works. May you feel the love of the glove tonight. Oh, goodness gracious, Shio. There you go. Palm Sunday's just around the corner. Moving on. Roses is trending. Some alternative takes on the Roses are red format. Oh, and why it's trending under sports, I don't know. Roses are red, Democrats are blue. When President Trump was exonerated, his popularity only grew. Oh, God. This is all Roses are red poems. Here we go. Roses are red, sparrows are small. I got you a gift. It's dead in the hall. Oh, my God. Roses are red, diamonds have clarity. The federal law doesn't. We need mental health parity. Oh, that's Representative Katie Porter from California 45. Yeah, no surprise there. Roses are red, Manchester is 2. Your club is funded by oil, and the money Pep saves on shampoo. Roses are red, you make my heart throb. Now I'm panicking because I'm going to lose me job. Maybe you'll get a job when you catch up with her. And I didn't say that out loud, of course. Roses are red, baseballs have stitching. Nothing says love like position player pitching. Roses are red. The WNBA is on the rise. Give women's sports as much time as the guys. When they draw the crowd and the ratings as the guys, they'll get it. Oh, did I say that out loud? Okay, so The rose. Let's see. Let's find one more good one. Roses are red. I haven't seen you in forever, but I'd love for you to come by for a whiskey and whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. 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 I'm not even gonna hit that wow button. I'm just gonna say it myself. Wow. All right. Moving on. That's roses. Happy VD. Happy VD. Sheograth? I know you got something for that one. I'm going to skip it. Anna Howard Shaw is trending. Happy Anna Howard Shaw Day to the Liz Lemon fans out there. Apparently a fictional character. Happy Anna Howard Shaw Day. Let us celebrate the birthday of acclaimed suffragette Anna Howard Shaw. Valentine's Day, feast day, February 14th, got murdered. Justification for sainthood is unknown. No miracles. Just kind of showed up in the list of saints. That's Anna Howard Shaw, MD, minister, leader of the suffragist movement, lesbian lover of Susan B. Anthony's niece. Okay. No, I'll buy some cookies, but not for Valentine's Day. Instead, these cookies celebrate the February 14th birthday of Anna Howard Shaw, famed American suffragette. Happy Anna Howard Shaw Day to you, Evelyn. So that's from the show. I don't know. What the hell is that show called? I don't know. We're going to move on. Roses are red, lemons are sour. Open your legs and give me an hour. Thank you, Sheograth, for the great poem there. Moving on. We're almost done with Twitter trends. Red Guardians trending. Oh, the joke that just popped into my head. the Red Guardian. No, it's not Hopper, it's the Red Guardian. I'm telling y'all. Okay, that's some Stranger Things thing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Moving on, he's alive is trending. He's alive? Who's alive? He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. He's alive. Okay, that's again. This is a Stranger Things thing. Sorry, we're going to just skip that. If you're a Stranger Things person, please, it has started again on Netflix. Happy Love, we'll skip. It's something Valentine's Day. Rudolph, Tim Benz, NFL must give Myles Garrett for making... What? Hold up here. The only question about the Rudolph incident, if he did indeed drop a racial slur, why didn't Myles tell me directly after the game when I asked him? Not saying it did or didn't happen. I'm just curious as to why he waited a week to explain what caused him to react the way he did. Yeah, I believe Myles Garrett in general, but the NFL is claiming there was no audio from the game only solidified my belief in Myles. If Rudolph didn't say it, NFL would have released the audio. They obviously are hiding something. No, bullshit. Okay, so here's the thing. Cleveland Browns defensive end Myles Garrett still claims Mason Rudolph called him a racial slur. Okay, and you hit him with a helmet because of it? Does that make a difference? Did you both got fined for that incident? In which Mason Rudolph got fined more than you did for the fight and was put to blame. Now, why? And you didn't bring it up till a week after? You didn't in a single interview between the actual fight and a week after? You didn't happen to mention that one time until finally you're getting whatever your suspension, whatever it is, your fine and shit. How about one of these? Exit out. Sorry. All right, moving on. Good God, he's still saying that. Anyway, finally finishing up the Twitter trends for the day. Banksy for that little piece of artwork in London. And then MSD Strong. 2 years ago, 17 were killed in the Parkland shooting. I forgot that actually happened on Valentine's Day. Please be mindful of your words today and keep the victims in mind. We all miss you, angels. Parkland, MSD Strong. Rest in peace. Today we remember the 17 lives taken in the Parkland shooting on its second anniversary. We honor the 17 lives lost at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School 2 years ago and the many more affected by this senseless tragedy we will never forget. Yeah, please If you're into praying, say a prayer for those poor, unfortunate lost souls. And we feel bad for those kids and all the kids affected by it. And even if it's, listen, here's the thing. There's a good chance you'll see some of the people who've become famous or become notorious tweeting about that today or something about, whatever they do. The David Hoggs and whatever the other two kids that were involved in that. I am willing, absolutely, to give them some leeway on this subject. Okay? Do I agree with their solutions? Some of them? No. But I am absolutely willing to give them some leeway. They're the ones who lost friends. It's emotional for them. For us, we are quite detached from it. Unless you actually know somebody or are involved in that particular school. So, even if I see something that I think is dumb or whatever that one of these people say, today's the day where I'm just going to let it slide. Okay? On other days, if they're trying to give me advice about the social character of our nation and whatnot, or politics or whatever, yeah, on another day, I'll probably give them shit or whatever. But today, I'm willing to give them some leeway. So, moving on, we're finishing up today, folks. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't already done so, please hit the thumbs up, which is the like button underneath the screen that you see on your screen, whatever kind of screen you're using. And except for Duck Dog, of course, who has the green light to hit the thumbs down because that's how he and I communicate. Also, make sure if you haven't shared the video or shared the stream, whether you're watching live or on replay, please hit the share button and share this out. We're trying to grow the channel. We're almost at 600 subscribers. We're just less than 20 to go to be at 600. That would be fantastic to hit that benchmark, and then we're going to keep growing and growing and growing. Also, remember, you can follow me on Twitter if you're not sure you're going to get the notifications, or if you can subscribe and make sure you hit the bell to get notifications. But following me on Twitter is also a good idea, at PDawg Night. It's right down here on Twitter, Minds and Gab. Even though I'm not on Minds and Gab as much, you can follow me on any of those social media platforms or on Instagram. Yes, that Marty. I don't put anything about my YouTube or video stuff on Instagram for the most part, but if you're interested, I do a lot of usually in the spring and fall, I do flower photography. I do some bird photography and sometimes just stuff about me and my family. But, it's whatever. If you want to follow me on Instagram, that's cool too. But most of all, thank you for coming today. I am so happy that I get this group of people who come and join me pretty much on a regular basis. I appreciate all the time you spend in the chat, and I'm sure you're developing chat relationships too in there, and I hope that you all have enjoyed the show today. Please keep in mind some of the other people that do stream around me. Following this stream, of course, is Blind Press, who is usually on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. She goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday at what time? 11 o'clock Central Time, so noon Eastern. And also some of our friends, Monkey in the Morning, I think he's streaming right now, Irate Alex, Bloodwing, and the Lords of the Night. We're all kind of pseudo-related just because we're all, we kind of stream at different times and have similar styles, although not exactly. We're all a little different and have our own unique things. There, thank you, Pirate Pete, for putting the coffee stream from Blind Press in the chat. So that's it for today, people. I do have to leave, but again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Cryptic, for the super chat earlier in the day. If you want to make donations to the show, I'm building a studio. Make donations so you can do through the Streamlabs link in the description down below, which is actually pdawgnight.live. All right, I got to go. Thanks, everybody. My name is PDawg Night, and I'm out of here. Have a great day. Hey, this is PDawg Night, and Thank you for watching today on the PDawg Night channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comments section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterward so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through the Streamlabs link, which is also in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm PDawg Knight, and I'm out of here.